2 Slay the Princess videos in a row? I know what you're thinking. Outrageous. Who asked for this? Me. I want to do this. I fucking love this demo. And there's shit I want to try to get that seems to be kind of difficult, but I'm dead set on figuring it out. Also,
it's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Why not?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I'm gonna check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
Oh my god.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Holy
Something sharp
shit.
digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Dude, y'all should see the fucking smile on my face right now, because this is so cool.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Oh my god.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
She is terrifying. The razor, yes! Okay, let's go. New ending.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I wonder what the voice in our head is gonna be now. Okay. There's not much to say here that actually makes a difference, but just to see what the voice is.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail it out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death again.
Voice of the flinching. Yeah.
Stabbed to death? And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
So you think.
But that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
We get in there and the princess has a trench coat on. She just flashes it open and it's covered in knives. Okay, let's go.
No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt. It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying. Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
The mirror is also so fascinating to me. I was wondering if there was like a very specific environment in which you actually can
the interior
interact
of the
with
cabin
it.
is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. I'm not gonna approach the mirror because I did that a bunch of times and it's just nothing
You
so
take
far.
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I love the music here.
Okay. Holding it feels a little better. Maybe we can make it through this.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Never get tired of saying that, does he?
That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something! I told you! That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Grating.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Not very grating. It kind of sounds nice.
Is something wrong with that voice? I can hear her bloodlust. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Oh, she does.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Are her hands blades?
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Ooh, holy shit. What the hell? That is the biggest jump scare I've gotten from this game so far. Oh my god. That was amazing. Okay. Honestly, you know what ending I actually haven't gone for? I haven't gone for the Damsel so far. I kind of want to do that one, just because they're also updated, aren't they? So the endings are looking a little bit different than they did in the original demo. So yeah, let's do this. Don't mind me, I'm just skipping some text. What can I say here? The end of the world, what are you talking about? Then I'm gonna go for killing the princess seems kind of bad though, and then forget it, I'm not doing this.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Nah, I'll
So
be
sure,
fine.
go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No word of warning this time.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Nope.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all.
Let's see, I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Not on my watch, princess. I'm getting you out of here.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nah, but, you know, we can make do.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Or I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I think if I don't give her any other ideas, she starts biting herself free, and doesn't that bring us into the beast? So, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with the other one.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
there we
before
go.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
That just ends up in us being controlled. I don't even have the option. I get to save the princess.
Fine.
Okay, I'm on that path, whatever it is.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she did not.
No, she didn't.
I just said that.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward. Wait,
I'm gonna
this
warn
isn't
her.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
I've definitely not seen this screen before.
We both know this isn't you.
This isn't you, darling.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Lovely narrator. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
She never slipped the mask in this one.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay, the damsel. Good. Didn't mess it up.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Voice of the smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Oh, this guy is something.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Oh, he's an artist.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go. Can't wait to see the interior of this one. Wow.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Let's just enter the basement without the blade. I mean, it is the damsel, after all.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
And get the old habits out of the way, huh?
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Oh, well, I love being manipulated.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
This guy's got great lines.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I was so worried about you. You remember me, right?
That's it. Such a short interaction. So far, the interaction with the tower seems to have gone on the longest, and it was very cool. I have never had a staring contest with the princess. Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yep. Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
And there is also the prisoner, which I have no idea how to get. So let me just quickly try to make something work for that, and then I'll get back to you if it's worked.
A few moments later.
Okay, I've been trying to get around to getting the prisoner ending somehow, but I'm just not sure I'm gonna get it in this one. So, instead, I just kind of want to see what the stranger looks like in this one, because I know it was so super weird in the last one. So, we're just gonna keep walking away from the cabin, and then it ends there, and then we get to the stranger. Here we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin or lie. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay, let's go.
The interior of the cabin is odd. The air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with.
Can I throw it out the window, actually?
You take the blade from... Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Keep your grip as it is. Hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
So much better.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
Awesome.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Okay. Throw the blade out the window.
Haha! Yes! Do it! Seriously? You throw the blade at the window, the glass shattering as it flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without a weapon. Can't believe you actually did it.
It was funny.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks
Ooh.
open, revealing a staircase built from an unidentifiable and featureless material. The steps barely seem to fit together, and upon closer inspection, they barely seem to go anywhere at all, let alone down. The air here has an almost artificial quality to it, the scent of plastic from the cabin mingling with a cocktail of chemical odors. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I am glad that I went this route. This is very cool.
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multitonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Hi, is someone there?
Oh.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? Well, she's not a princess, that's for sure. She is a princess. Don't let your imagination run wild.
What the hell are you? Or silently continue down the stairs. Let's say, what the hell are you?
We're a princess, but we can also be a friend.
Why'd you say that like it was a question?
It takes you a moment to orient yourself before you're able to start moving forward.
Here we go.
As you enter the next room, the form of the princess comes into view, her wrist bound to the far wall in heavy shackles.
They don't look very heavy.
She locks eyes with you, one moving a little faster than the other, the loose skin of her face stretching into something resembling a smile. Holy shit. If we knew she'd be like this, maybe we wouldn't have tossed that knife out the window.
Why are you just standing there? Are you scared of us?
No, I just didn't expect to be making 2 friends today. 2 in 1. Oh. Ah, yes. Lovely. Okay, well, I can't figure out how to get to the prisoner ending right now, but you know what? That's fine because I shouldn't really be posting everything. Yeah, there's one ending. It's the one where you probably just kind of let things happen. Like you go, you slay her, you stay in the cabin, you just accept the happy little experience. I'm pretty sure that's the only ending. But yeah, again, I love Black Tabby games. Love them so much. I cannot believe that just fairly recently, never heard of them, and then Scarlet Hollow just swept me off my feet. One of my absolute favorite games ever. I'm so excited for this game to come out as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It would mean a lot to me. I'm actually in it this time around because neighbors aren't doing renovations right now, and my audio is actually recording. What a day. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was my absolute pleasure to play more of this game. And I'll be seeing you when it's fully out. Until then, see you in the next one. Bye for now.